Hello, in today's video I am going to teach you how to create your own stationery. To make memo pads, we will need colored sheets, and we will make several squares of the same size. I made them 9 centimeters. We cut them out. And once we have cut them, we will stack them and hold them together with one of these clips. The white paper is to prevent the clip from leaving a mark on the paper. Now we will need regular glue that is used in school, and we apply the glue to one of the edges. We wait about 30 minutes for the glue to dry. And once it has dried, we can remove the clips. And that's it. Now you can use it to write whatever you want. If you wanted to have a design, you can search for an image you like on the internet and print it several times. We repeat the same steps we just did. For this idea, we will need watercolors, and we will use them to paint small shapes like this. And then we cut them out. If you don't have watercolors, you can print a watercolor effect like this. In the video description, I will leave the link to this image. We cut them out. And now we can use them to decorate titles, or you can use them to make outlines or concept maps. We will need double-sided tape, also known as double-faced tape. We will search the internet for images that we like and print them. If you want to use the same images that I used in the video description, I will leave you the link. We cut them out. Once we have cut them out, we will stick the double-sided tape on the back of the image. And that's it. Now you can use them to stick or decorate whatever you want. If you don't have a printer, you can also stick the tape onto colored sheets or draw them yourself. To make colored silicone sticks, we will need clear silicone sticks, which we cut into small pieces. To add color, we will use a crayon. We melt it, then pour it into a mold. Wait about 30 minutes for the silicone to dry. And that's it. Now we can use them. We will need to gather the following ingredients. First, take 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Next, measure out 1 tablespoon of shampoo, 1 tablespoon of school glue. We mix it. And we will add a little bit of Vaseline or baby oil. And if it turned out too liquid, you can add more cornstarch until it becomes a paste. And once your hands no longer stick, you can use it to make whatever you want. To make arrows and banners, all we need to do is search the internet for images of arrows and banners and print them on adhesive paper. Then we cut them out. And now you can use them to make concept maps, outlines, or to add small notes, reminders, or to highlight something important in your notes or assignments. If you don't have adhesive paper, you could print it on a regular sheet and then stick it to the paper with any glue. To make them, we will need 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, 2 tablespoons of baking soda, and 1 tablespoon of honey or corn syrup. We mix it all together. In another container, we will put a little vinegar and a few drops of food coloring. We pour the mixture we made a while ago into the vinegar and stir it. It should have a thick consistency. If it is too liquid, you can add more cornstarch. And now you can leave it like this or transfer the paint to another container. We will wait a few hours for them to dry. And that's it. Now we can use them for painting. To make a weekly planner, I just created a box in a photo editor and printed it out. In the video description, I leave the link in case you want to use this same image. We cut it out. I printed it several times to make a notepad. We gathered all the sheets, and we held them together with one of these clips. And we are going to do the same thing we did in the first idea to make the notepad. We wait for the school glue to dry. And that's it. Now we can use it. To make letter stickers, we will look for images of letters on the internet and print them on sticker paper. If you don't have adhesive paper, in the video description I will leave you the link to a video I made with different methods to make stickers. We cut them out. And now we can use them to write titles or anything else. To do this, we will need used paper that is no longer useful, and we will tear it into several pieces. Now we are going to put the papers inside a blender. Fill more than half of the blender with water, and let it sit like this for about 10 minutes to soften the paper. And now we blend it. Another thing we will need is mosquito netting. This is a fabric that is placed on windows to prevent insects from entering the house. It is super economical and you can find it at a hardware store. We will also need a picture frame that we no longer use. We will also need tacks. We use them to hold the mosquito netting to the picture frame. The size of the picture frame will be the size of the paper. If you want a large paper, you will need a large picture frame. We put the blended paper into a container and add a bit more water. We place the picture frame into the container this way. Then we lift it. We turn it over onto some fabric that we no longer use. The fabric will absorb the excess water from the paper. For this, you can use old clothes that you no longer wear. Now we will leave it like this for several hours for the paper to dry. If you place it in the sun, it will dry much faster. You can also make it dry more quickly by using a hairdryer. If you want to make colored paper, we will add acrylic paint to the blended paper. And if you want, you can even add glitter. We turn it over onto the mosquito netting and press it a little to help it detach. You can add whatever you want to the paper. I am going to add dried flower petals. And once they are dry, we can peel them off. Now we can use them like any other paper. It results in a thick paper, as if it were cardstock. And we cut the edges so they are even. Now you can draw, write, or print on the paper, or you can also use it to make envelopes or labels. You can use it for whatever you want. And that's all. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss any videos. I really appreciate it if you shared the video with all your friends. In the box below in the information section,
Y en la parte de
I'll
abajo,
leave
en
my
la
Facebook,
cajita de
Twitter,
información,
and
te dejo mi
Instagram where
Facebook,
you can
Twitter
follow
y
me
mi
and
Instagram
send me
donde
a
puedes
photo
seguir
and
y
do
mandarme
something
fotos si
inspired
haces
by
algo
my
en mis videos.
videos. Bye!
Chao.